Are you suspecting you have a histamine intolerance but you aren't sure what to do about it? Watch this video to get a step-by-step tutorial about how to figure out if you're sensitive and what to do about it. I'm Amanda Malacheski, certified functional health coach and digestive and allergy detective. If you could use some help understanding why you have digestive symptoms and what you can do about it, subscribe to my channel and make sure to hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Monday. Many times, histamine sensitivity is overlooked as a possible cause for not only hives and allergy symptoms, but digestive symptoms as well, including diarrhea and other IBS-like symptoms. So by the end of this video, you'll know how to use a histamine food list properly, how to tell which high histamine foods may be symptom triggers for you, and what to do about it. My client Steve not only identified his histamine triggers using this method, but he also figured out some of the underlying root causes of his symptoms. So let's check it out. So histamine is a natural, normal part of your well-functioning body. It helps regulate your daily waking schedule, your immune system, and your digestive system. Normally, your body breaks down your histamine with the help of two naturally occurring enzymes in your body. But sometimes your body can't keep up, and the resulting histamine excess can cause hives, rashes, headaches, diarrhea, anxiety, heart palpitations, and lots more symptoms. So what can we do about it? So I always like to start with the basics, and in this case, that means food. So we're going to take a look at a high histamine food list. I have a link to mine down below in the comments if you don't have one already. So I want you to grab that list and take a look at the foods that are on that list that you may be consuming daily or multiple times per day, and go ahead and just mark them off. So next, I want you to grab a food symptom diary. If you don't have one already, you can grab a copy of mine down below. And for about 5 days, I want you to take note of what you're eating and your symptoms, any symptoms that come up, including what your poop looks like. And don't worry, there's instructions inside the food symptom journal about how to do all of this. And just see if you can notice any correlations between what you're eating and the symptoms you've been experiencing. So one of the most common high histamine food triggers are probiotics and probiotic foods. So I'm curious, have you ever had symptoms from eating too much probiotic or probiotic foods? Leave me a yes or no in the comments below. So now that you've potentially identified some of your food triggers, I want you to take maybe say the top 3 to 5 foods that you notice that cause problems for you on your food symptom diary and remove those foods from your diet for a couple of weeks. And during that time, explore some alternatives, try something new. And now that you've removed those foods for a couple of weeks, the next step is to do some reintroductions. But this is the place where a lot of times people skip to the end goal right away. They want to just get right back into adding those things that they're missing in their diet. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to reintroduce only one food at a time, and I want you to only introduce 1 or maybe 2 servings of that food. So here's how that looks. You maybe for breakfast, you eat a serving of that food, and then maybe for lunch, you eat a serving of that food, and then I want you to stop eating that food for 3 to 4 days and go back to your food symptom diary and take some data and see if you notice any of those flares of symptoms that you had noticed previously. If your symptoms flared after adding that food back in, you may need to remove that food for a little while from your diet while you work on the other underlying causes. You can also play with the timing or the dose of the food. So for example, maybe if you eat a very small serving of it and don't eat it again for 3 or 4 days, maybe you won't experience a triggering event. But if you eat it every day or several times a day, you may have a problem. So you can play around with that and see where your sweet spot is with that food. And just to be clear, that if you tend to have a life-threatening anaphylactic type allergic reaction to a food, please don't try out that food. I just want to make sure you understand that. So now that you've been able to hopefully identify some of your food triggers and reduce your symptoms, now you can turn your attention to what else may be going on under the hood. And this, with the case of histamine, this could be things like gut dysbiosis or leaky gut, nutrient deficiencies, or even potentially genetics. You can learn more about gut testing in my earlier video, Gut Testing for IBS. You can also learn more about leaky gut in my video, How to Fix a Leaky Gut. And there's also a little bit more detail about each of these in the Histamine Handout that's linked below, so be sure and grab your copy. Now you know how to figure out if histamine is contributing to your symptoms, but we've really only just scratched the surface of this really complex issue. If you need to talk to someone who can help you investigate and troubleshoot your situation, I'd like to invite you to meet with me over the phone to help you determine how I might be able to help you. You can schedule a free assessment session with me by visiting my website, confluencenutrition.com/contact, and using my online appointment scheduler to talk further. I also have a private Facebook group called Hope for Healing Chronic Illness, where you can ask questions of me and our community, so come check us out. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it below, subscribe, and share it with your fellow digestively challenged friends or family. And comment below with helpful if this video helped you. See you next time.